Okay. Hey guys, it's Landon, and this is David, and we're Taffy Hoops. Today, we're going to be talking about the NBA play-in tournament, which for those of you who don't know, the NBA is basically experimenting this year with a new type of format where the 7th through 10th seeds they have their own little tournament to see who's going to be the 7th and 8th seed in the playoffs for each conference. So basically the way it works, and there's a graphic here on the screen, but the 9th and 10th seeds play each other. And then the winner of that goes on. 7th and 8th seeds play each other. The winner of that is going to be the 7th seed. And then the 9th and 10th seeds play each other. The loser of that's out. They're losers. But then the winner of that goes on to play the loser of the 7th and 8th seed game. And then the winner of that game goes on to play is the 8th seed. And they're probably going to get obliterated in the first round. But, not necessarily. But, okay, anyways, that was probably way too confusing. It's kind of hard to speak it, but I'm sure the graphic, pause the video, look at the graphic, it might make sense. Okay,
another way to look at it, the better seeds have 2 lives. They need one win to advance. The bottom 2 seeds have 1 life. They need 2 wins to advance.
To the first game of the play-in tournament, which is Pacers versus Hornets.
So this is a 9-10 game. The loser of this game is completely eliminated. And the team that I think will be eliminated is the Charlotte Hornets. They've been playing really well this year. They've definitely missed LaMelo Ball for the last part of the season. He came back, but they never really caught up to where they were before, the 4 or 5 seed. So kind of integrating LaMelo back has kind of been hard this at the end of the year. And the Pacers are kind of trending upwards right now. So I could see them beating the Hornets right now.
Yeah, especially because and a lot of these teams in the play-in tournament are young.
Right.
And the Hornets are a very young team. They're being led by the literal rookie of the year, which, is a good thing, but also not a good thing in terms of playoff experience. They have Gordon Hayward, but, he's not the player that's going to, lead your team in the playoffs, really, to me.
Right.
And so for that reason, I'm picking the Pacers just because I'm biased, but also I just do think they win because they have Sabonis, and Sabonis' splits for the last month is 23, 14, and 11.
Which is insane.
It's insane. And then, of course, we have Karis LeVert, and Brogdon might be coming back. I don't really know. That's a day-to-day injury thing. We talked about it before. We don't really know if he's coming or not. But if he is, that's only going to help the Pacers. So
right. So let's talk about the next East game. That'll be Boston versus Washington, the 7-8 game. Whoever wins this game goes to the 7th seed. The loser plays Indiana for our predictions. And both of us have Washington. Is that correct? Yeah. Yeah. So
I think at the beginning of the season, Washington was the laughing stock of the NBA. Yeah. Everyone expected teams like Minnesota to be bad.
Yeah.
But it was kind of Washington was going to be people thought it was going to be an okay duo and have a higher seed in the East.
A lot of people thought it was the 5-6 seed in the East.
Yeah, but it was literally the worst team in basketball for a few months.
Yeah.
Before the Rockets existed or
before they traded Harden.
Yeah.
So
but yeah, they've been on an amazing run. Russell Westbrook's literally making history. Bradley Beal's the second in scoring, highest second in scoring in the league. Yeah, I just think Washington has this one. So Boston's a good team, and yeah, Boston's a good team, but I think Wizards are on a higher run right now, and I think they're going to win this first game.
Yeah, Boston.
Then moving on to this. Just say Boston.
So Boston has a lot of potential. They've had a lot of things go wrong this season, though. They've had a lot of injuries. They've also had a lot of guys just not like go close to what their potential is this season. So that's one reason I don't have them winning this game, even though a lot of people see them as a really good team.
What's the status of Jaylen Brown right now?
I don't know.
Because he got injured, and I remember it was like a season injury. That always confuses me because it's like they're out. I think like, oh, they're out for the season, but like when they mean that, they mean like they're coming back for the playoffs a lot of times.
Yeah.
So I don't really know. Also, like Kemba.
Oh yeah,
I feel like everyone's kind of.
He's not playing. He's out for 3
Kemba's
weeks.
hurt.
Kemba's
hurt. I just haven't even heard about Kemba this year.
He was hurt at the beginning of the season.
He came back though.
He has a day-to-day injury also. So yeah, Brown's not going to play. Tatum's probably going to have to take a lot of the load on himself. Kemba's going to do something if he plays, but if not,
yeah, like Kemba played last week, but like, I mean, yeah, he's been putting up like 30-point games, but like, I feel like I haven't heard anything about that. Like, he's been really quiet this season, kind of.
Yeah.
But moving on to the second round in the East, just because I think it'd be easier. Yeah. So second round, using our predictions, it would be Celtics versus Pacers, and I'm taking. This could be a toss-up.
I'm taking the Celtics in this one. Home court advantage for them.
I'm taking the
really good.
Yeah, I'm taking this. I think I have to take the Celtics just because they have a higher star power.
Yeah, Tatum's
in Jason Tatum.
I don't see O'Shea Brissett guarding Jason Tatum. So,
and like it's not like Sabonis can guard him.
No,
because Sabonis is too big.
Right. So yeah, we're gonna be.
He's not like.
We're gonna have to score like 150 to beat them, and that's not gonna happen. So.
Yeah. So sadly, the Pacers probably aren't making the playoffs this year. But I mean, even if we were, we would just get whooped by the. Actually, no. If the Pacers were the 8th seed, we would have a gentleman's sweep. You would go 4-1 against the 76ers.
Yeah.
You heard it. You heard it here first. If the Pacers win the play-in and get the 8th seed,
they will win one game.
4-1.
They will win one game.
One game. It's only because Matisse Thybulle didn't play that game. You heard it here. Okay, so I think that kind of wraps up the East. So just in a recap, it would be the Wizards would be the 7th seed and the Celtics would be the 8th seed, which is kind of weird. Like, a lot of people thought the Celtics were going to be like 3 to 6 range this season.
Yeah.
And they're like fighting for the 8th seed.
Right.
Okay, but I think go to the West.
Yeah, so we're gonna move on to the West. So let's start with the 9-10 game. That's Memphis versus San Antonio. San Antonio's like 3 or 4 games behind Memphis. I feel like a lot of people have Memphis winning this game, as do I.
Yeah, I mean, both of these teams are pretty young. I mean, not pretty young, very young. Very young, with like the exception of DeMar.
Yeah.
The Memphis is a young team.
Yeah.
I think Ja Morant's really going to shine in that game.
Yeah.
With Memphis. Right. Just because I think he barely missed the playoffs last season, he did really bad in the bubble.
They were the first team to lose the play-in game.
Yeah, he didn't do bad in the bubble, but like his team did bad in the bubble.
Right.
And I think he really wants that. Like he's a rising star, and he really wants playoff time. He wants to play in the playoffs, like any NBA player, hopefully.
Right.
And I think he really has that thirst, and he'll do really good in that game, and Memphis will win that game.
And they'll have Jaren Jackson Jr. for the game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah. I think that's going to be one thing that sets them apart.
Yeah. Ellie, though, I don't think. No matter the winner of the Spurs Memphis game, I don't think either of them are making it into the playoffs.
No.
And here's why. Because the 7th and 8th seed game is the Steph Curry MVP candidate Warriors versus the LeBron James, Anthony Davis Lakers. I mean, yeah, there's not much to say. Like, so David, your prediction is?
I have the Lakers winning this game. I just don't see LeBron losing in a single elimination game. LeBron's going to have to dominate, and I think he will. They don't really have a guy to stop him, and if they do, that means they're not going to stop AD. So,
yeah, I don't know if LeBron does shine in like a single game though, because I think LeBron needs a series. Because if you think about, he lost the first game to Portland last year.
But this is basically a game 7, not a game 1.
Yeah, true.
So
it isn't exactly a game 7 for him because he can lose this game.
Yeah. But
I'm taking Golden State.
He'd
just
much rather play the Suns than the Jazz, though.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna try any of that like fishy business though of like trying to lose so that they can have a better opponent. Because then if they mess up on the second game, then they're not in the playoffs.
Right. They're not gonna lose the game, especially when they get the better matchup in the Suns if they win. So.
Yeah. So I am taking Golden State just because I think Steph Curry he's just been doing amazing this season. I think he will carry that team. And just because the Lakers have been looking pretty sketchy this end of the season, LeBron's coming off injury and he's scored max of like 25, I think, or I don't even know how much he scored, but not a lot. He like rolled his ankle last night. So yeah, I'm picking Warriors, but I mean, again, whoever loses this game is just gonna probably beat the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
In the next round. So I mean, doesn't really matter. I mean, it does matter in terms of the whole playoff, but
yeah. I think the Lakers could win their first round series though if they either like depending on who they play. If they play the Jazz, then I think it'd be much harder than them playing the Suns and winning. But I'd say they could still win their first round series.
Well, I hope you guys tune into the games this week. I know I will. Hopefully.
They're all nationally televised, so
yeah, exactly. So there's no excuse for you not to watch. Yeah, I know I'll be watching, especially the Pacers games. And if we lose, I'll just be sad and just curl up in the corner. Just think about how we're cursed. But speaking of which, make sure to watch our last video on how the Indiana Pacers are cursed. But thank you guys for watching. In all seriousness, it means a lot. So yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. We have a video coming out on
Wednesday.
Yeah. Wednesday with a special guest. Especially if you're like we have a special guest on our next episode. Yeah, make sure. I'm sorry, this outro is everywhere, but just there's a lot to talk about. We never said anything, but like we didn't upload Saturday just because we wanted to do a play-in video and they weren't out yet. So yeah, sorry for that. Then we have a video on Wednesday, and then we're back to Saturdays, and yeah, it should be fine.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you Wednesday.
I'll see you.
Peace.
Peace.